It's that time of year where Mickey Loomis goes antiquing, dumpster diving. I don't know what else to call it, but he's bargain hunting, and we're going to talk about it. Thomas, hit that intro.
Welcome to Saints Happy Hour podcast, always with perfect pronunciation.
Same thing as Demario Thomas. I mean, I don't know, Demario Thomas is like...
It's a linebacker and a receiver, and he just maxed them up.
Anyway, Demario Davis, same thing.
Now grab a drink and enjoy the show.
All right, everybody, welcome to another edition of Saints Happy Hour podcast. As always, we are presented to you by Hard Hide Ponchatoula Strawberry Whiskey. I'm Ralph Marlboro. I'm joined by Dave, Andrew. Kevin is going to get here when he gets here. Congrats to Dave. He fixed his headset so he can For now, so he can listen in stereo quality. On this edition of Saints Happy Hour, before we get to the rundown, I want to thank everybody in the chat. We have a ton of people in there. Jerry, Aldi Marino, Who Dat Golfer, your boy Alan, Jerry G, and a bunch of other people. And I want to thank Stewie, who saw me at Morning Call when I was in New Orleans this past weekend, getting donuts with my son. Stewie said hi. He's a fan of the show. If you listen to this, thanks for saying hello, Stewie. I appreciate it.
Sighting in the wild.
That's right.
You got noticed.
It always freaks me out a little bit.
As it should.
But I love talking to the people. They support the show. It's amazing. So on tonight's show, Mickey Loomis summer tradition, dumpster diving, tradition like no other. Thomas, are we going to have a bracket preview, or we push that out past your vacation?
No, after I come back for my vacation.
Thomas, people want to know where you're going on vacation.
Right, yeah. Let's not bury the lead here. What's up with this vacay that you're taking? Where are you going? Aruba? Bahama? Come on, pretty mama.
No. Since last year, I decided to just go to my parents, visit my parents, because I simply just visit them once a year, so I want to give them as much time as possible. I live far away from them.
That's not a vacation.
I mean, that's vacation for me.
Well, you know what? I get that. And I'm in a similar situation. My parents live in South Carolina. They live, 800 miles away.
And I'm going to record a secret life of Tomas from, my vacation.
Great. And it's tough because, you want to take vacations, but you also have to spend your free time going to visit them and seeing them. And so that takes away from potential vacation time. So I get it, Thomas. And you can go visit your parents, but that's not a vacation. That's just, that's time off as far as I'm concerned. That's just, you're taking time off.
It felt very vacation-y to me. I saw my family. I saw my mom. I got blasted sitting in my brother's pool. It felt very vacation-y to me.
Thomas, do your parents have a pool?
No. They neighbors do though.
Thomas,
okay.
Thomas, how far away from Only Hands?
It's a small pool though. All right. So as you can see, we are 94-week donation streak.
Cam Jordan donation streak.
We are. Oh, I messed up. Sorry, guys. I forgot to add the new graphic. We are 95, and we are 9 weeks to go. So I will fix that.
Thomas, you can't go on vacation until the show is over. Jesus.
Damn. Yes, don't worry. Don't worry. I have it ready. I just added the wrong graphic.
Drew Brees. We're Drew Brees weeks away.
Oh, Kevin's here already? Damn.
So, Kevin's here. That's good. All right. Coming. So... Listen, I said at the top of the show, tradition like no other. Andrew, Mickey Loomis is spending his summers giving old big-name veteran free agents lowball offers to come to New Orleans to play for minimum wage. They had a ton of them this week. And so many, Thomas probably has to run through all the tweets. He'll get to it in a second. But it was a ton of people. It was they inquired about Nick Chubb, who went to the Texans. They are having Cam Akers try out at minicamp.
Yeah, before we get to the tweets, let's zoom in on Kevin.
They did Jari Evans, Jari Alexander from the Packers. Does any of this excite you? The Mickey Loomis is like thrift shopping.
No, not really. I mean, well, first of all, they have a lot of cap space, and it's post June 1st. So now, there's a couple things. They can sign guys without retribution from You know, like the compensation formula, right? So you know, if they're going to get a comp, you know, pick, that's not going to be affected by anyone they sign at this point. So I'm also not like against them signing anyone, because I view anyone that you sign at this point, as long as they're good enough to be on the 90-man roster, sure, give them a 90, give them a minimum contract, let them compete in camp. So I don't love it, I don't hate it. It's kind of whatever. I mean, any guy that's going to be available at this point, it's highly unlikely that they're going to be productive, but you never know. I mean, I don't really see anyone out there that's like on Jarvis Landry's level, which is, I guess Landry was maybe signed around this time a few years ago.
He was cooked besides that opening week against the Falcons.
True. Yeah, he didn't really have a great season. Yeah. So no, I guess no. Yeah, good point. I don't know that I am that excited about it, but we'll see who they get and we'll see how it goes. I would like to point out, since Dave asked to zoom in on Kevin and said that we all should look at him, that I am very surprised to see a blue shirt.
Non-maroon.
Oh, right.
Today.
Oh, good memory. I know.
Also, Dave, you were not here last week.
No, but I listened. I heard he was wearing
a maroon shirt. Yeah,
he was. Shocker. All right.
Yeah, so get the donations going.
We must have caught him on an off day on the laundry cycle.
That's right.
So Dave,
now I want to to your point, to your question, Ralph, you know, you're phrasing this question as if this is something that Mickey Loomis only does, like only Mickey Loomis does this, only he goes dumpster diving late in free agency. But I don't follow every team as close as I follow the Saints. I barely even follow the Saints. I don't know why they give me this podcast. I don't follow other teams as closely as I follow the Saints. But I would assume that that's what most teams do this time of year. Like, that's what you do. That's all that's left. And you try to add 1, 2, 3 pieces that maybe will help you out, but that you're going to get for cheap and that you're not expecting to grab. So, I mean, like, isn't this what everybody's doing? This is not just a Mickey Loomis thing. Am I wrong?
I mean, yeah, but it's a summer tradition. Kevin, the Saints, they made a call to Nick Chubb, whether Andrew's
that's
right or
horrible.
not, and it wasn't that serious horrible. Down the line. And they're having Cam Akers try out at minicamp. Do the Saints hate their running backs more than I hate sobriety?
Nobody could hate anything more than you hate sobriety.
Well, I mean, between the knee that Chubb's had and Akers tearing his Achilles twice, it sounds like Kellen Moore
I forgot about that. He
might have a fetish for insanely injured running backs that used to be good.
Did Nick Chubb have a good game against the Saints when the Browns played and Jameis went full Jameis and was just
let's see.
I want to say Andrew was texting me like every time the Browns don't run the ball, I'm happy. I remember Andrew texting me that. I remember like Nick Chubb like ripping off runs against the Saints, which wouldn't be that uncommon because the Saints run defense was absolutely pitiful.
Nick Chubb has played 3 games against the Saints as a member of the Browns. First game, 2 rushes for 14 yards. That was in September of 2018. Game 3, 11 rushes for 50 yards. That was November of 2024.
Sounds about right.
At game 2, Christmas Eve.
This ought to be good.
Christmas Eve 2022, 24 rushes for 92 yards.
Yeah.
One reception for 10 yards.
Yeah, that was the game in like negative 40 degrees.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again.
That was the game where it was like negative 40 degrees and Cleveland was like, let's stop running the ball. Let's have Deshaun Watson win the game. Like, good times. My question with this, too, is, listen, Dave, the Saints, before they signed Justin Reed, they tried to get Ward from the San Francisco, who's a corner. And they offered him like, I want to say like $18 million for 3 years. So like 18 times 3 is like 50. They offered him like $55 million for 3 years. So does this mean, how do you say his name? Ja Alexander or Asante Samuel are a distinct possibility. Like Mickey Loomis, he's not just gonna thrift shop, he's gonna thrift buy in June.
What is that? What is the difference between thrift shop and? Oh, you mean he's going to actually?
He's gonna
get
actually buy.
something. Look. I have again. This is a totally new regime. I have really no idea what their MO is and how they operate. The last 15 years, we can kind of figure it out. We've got a feel for what they would do, who they would get, who they liked. This regime, this coaching staff, I'm still not quite sure. So I really can't answer that, but sure would like some help there. Absolutely. They could certainly use it, to your point. Obviously.
I mean, the fact that those two names come up tells you how desperate the Saints are, because Alexander might be cooked. He's played 7 games each of the last 2 years. Asante Samuel's coming off an injury. He might be cooked. And I don't know. Shuck and Rattler seem to be torching everyone in the secondary every practice. So that's not a good sign when you
That's what I need.
Who's throwing the ball and who they're throwing it to. So look, the secondary, here's the way I look at it. You had Lattimore and Adebo as your starting corners. You lost both, right? So it was one thing. It was one thing when you were going to Kool-Aid McKinstry or Alontae Taylor after some attrition. Those are pretty good backups, and they're going to have some ups and downs, but what happens if those guys go down? Because those are your 2 best corners now. So then you go to Isaac Yiadom? Who's after that? The dude they just draft? I don't know. I couldn't even tell you who's after that. I don't know. Look at the depth chart. Can you name another corner on this roster?
Sadness.
Rico Payton.
There you go.
Rico Payton.
They go to a special teams guy, Rico Payton. So
Rejon White.
Rejon Wright. Yep. And
Dallas Bynum.
You sound like Ralph trying to pronounce these names.
You do. That's the
so
meanest thing Andrew's ever said to you.
That's literally the first time I've tried to print. I have literally never seen the name Dallas Bynum until just now, looking up who are the backup corners on this team, the extreme backups.
You didn't mention Ugo Amadi, and I think he's offended.
Well, he's listed as an NB.
Nickelback.
Still around, still in the league.
Well, so then if I'm going to mention him, then I'll mention Quincy Riley.
There you go.
Okay. So John Alexander for the Packers. You just listed off the Saints' depth at corner, and it's pretty disgustingly awful. We can all admit, because they need a corner. I want to make the case here that Green Bay without Alexander is worse in the secondary than the Saints. And the thing is with the Packers, they're trying to win a Super Bowl. They're not rebuilding and we're going to play a bunch of young kids. They're trying to win a Super Bowl and get back to the playoffs. And they were we don't want Alexander. That's how cooked they think he is. By the way, he's missed 20 games the last 2 years. Very Marshawn Lattimore of him. But I saw this and I saw
very Marshani of him.
I saw the list of Packers corners, and I wanted to play a game with Irish Kevin. I'm going to give Irish Kevin a name, and I'm going to ask him, is this a member of the Packers secondary, or is this a list of the member of the House of Lords in Great Britain? We're just going to do it quick because the secondary, the corner list of the Packers is really sad and not that deep. We're just going to do 3 or 4 names. Can I get Irish Kevin to play corner or House of Lords?
All right, fire the fucking thing up.
All right, my first name, Irish Kevin, is Callan King. House of Lords or Packers defensive back?
Fuck him. That's what I think of that name right there. Callum King?
Yes.
Sounds like a real gobshite, doesn't he?
Ugh.
Watch, I'm going to say House of Lords, and then you're going to tell me, no, he was a starter for the Seahawks or something like 2
No,
years.
he's a Packers.
Back. He was playing in the Pac-12 or something. Back in the Pac-12 Saturday nights. I'm going to say corner. I'm going to say corner.
He is. He is a Packers defensive back. All right, now this one really tricky.
Look at me.
Carrington Valentine.
Ugh.
This fucking guy's wearing. He got the top hat on at the horse track where they're all running on the grass there, right? That's what that's doing.
No, he is a Packers defensive back.
God, terrible.
One more, and then we'll get off this game because we can only people.
Man,
can
that
only
was
take
a
so
quick
much, although
game.
I enjoy it. What's that? It is. It's a quick game.
It's timed
William-
appropriately.
Might be the quickest game in this podcast's history.
Anyway,
It's timed appropriately. Trust me.
William Waldorf.
Like the World of Astoria?
That's what I
swear
was
to-
thinking.
I swear to God, if that's a Packers cornerback and a third Packers back in the
That's got to be a member of the House of Lords.
gotta be.
Yeah, but the other two names threw you. You got yourself. You're doubting. That is House of Lords, though. House of Lords.
All right, I'm batting 2 for 3 there. That's a fine day on the hurling field.
Thank you, Irish Kevin. I think we're gonna have you on the behind the scenes so you can say the C word left and right for the people.
Fair enough.
You're just gonna do it in an accent, and it's fine.
Yeah, that's how
So
these things work, Dave.
So listen, here's the Saints are going to they have mini camp and 3 days and it's veterans. And Andrew, you brought up a good point. The Saints, the quarterbacks have been looking great. And listen, I'm all about like injected in my vein, toxic positivity. I love it. It's great. But I really need the Saints defense, not all 3 days, Andrew, but I need at least one of the days for this defense to kick the shit out of Tyler Shuck and Spencer Rattler. Like I need one day where like the Nick Underhills and the
Well, they don't even go to pads till camp, though, right?
Well, yeah, but like you
So,
could have. I mean, you don't
they're
think the
never gonna
secondary
kick the
can have
shit
a
out.
half decent day and Spencer Rattler could go like instead of going 9 of 10, he could go 6 of 10.
Yeah,
Or 5 of 10?
Look, unless you have Lattimore, receivers should always beat corners in shorts, and I mean it's a good. I will say the fact that Rattler and Shuck look good, like if they don't look good when they're in 7-on-7 and there's no pass rush really, and they're in shorts. If they don't look good, then I'd be really worried. Right. So I think it's playing the script for the most part, unless you have someone like Lattimore. Corners aren't going to look good in 7-on-7s, typically speaking. So
I have a question here.
Yes.
How many? So Jude, you were talking earlier about sign a guy to a minimum to be on the roster of 90 and let him fight for a position. So
yeah.
how many guys are on the team now? Like when does the 90 thing happen?
Oh, they're at 90 now. So any guy that they would bring in, there would have to be a corresponding cut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So
anyway, I think, look, I think it's going according to script. So, I mean, I know I'm talking out of both sides of my mouth a little bit here, and I say it a little bit in jest that it's time to panic. I mean, when you look at the names of the corners, I think that's a little terrifying. Like, if 1 or 2 guys go down, there is nobody else on this roster that I feel confident in.
and you don't
I
have the
know.
magic
Honestly,
elixir
like,
of
I don't
Dennis
know if I
Allen
feel
anymore.
confident in Taylor. I don't know if I feel confident in Taylor and McKinstry. So it certainly goes way down after that. So yeah, Asante Samuel, if they were able to get Alexander, those are, and again, I don't know if those guys are going to be any good, but because of just the injuries they've had, but at least you're kind of hedging and you're giving yourself possible solutions on the roster. So, those are moves they have to make. I mean, I'd like to see both, honestly, come to the Saints. Look, we'll see what happens with those signings, but that position is concerning, and I hope to be proved wrong in camp.
So, Dave, here's my question.
I mean, it's one of many. I mean, is it not one of many? I mean, wide receiver is concerning. Is it not? Quarterback is certainly questionable.
No, that's fair. I would actually say quarterback is the most concerning. I mean, you have a 40th overall rookie pick there that you're hoping is going to be the future. So, and we know Kellen Moore is an offensive guru, and he really likes this guy, and he's done his homework on him. So, I would say quarterback is the scariest, but there's like this young prospect that you have hope in.
Yeah, maybe two prospects.
Yeah, and I would say that Alontae Taylor and McKinstry are both young prospects that you have hope in as well. But no, I would say that corner is by far the most terrifying position on the roster right now.
Well, but my point is like everything that at least I'll speak for myself personally, everything that I've been saying up to this point is that, like, look, the Saints aren't going to be good next season. We know that. We're already aware of that. 3-14, whatever. I think a lot of these positions, including and maybe even especially cornerback, is like, let's just see what we've got in all these guys, and maybe somebody will step up that we're surprised by. And obviously next year we can build off of what we've got and what we know. And again, like this entire season to me, I feel like is almost like a scouting, getting to know you period.
That's totally fair. That's totally fair, Dave.
This coaching staff.
My only response to that is I feel like there's a 3-14 where you're scrappy and you're competitive in a lot of games, and there's like excitement about a lot of young players and how and like hope that they'll figure it out. And then there's a 3-14 where you're like totally incompetent, and like those two aren't the same. So like just saying the record, like I feel like that can go one of two ways still. And I feel like I can get down with 3-14 if it's a young, scrappy team with guys that are ascending. If it's 3-14 where it's just like Stanley Jean-Baptiste and like, Pierre Warren, like guys like that in the secondary.
Well, I don't
like Jason David or whatever, where they're just unwatchable. Like, to me, that crosses a level where like I'm not okay with that.
Well, I don't think that's the situation we're in. I mean, you guys just read off the list of cornerbacks and you don't know any of them. I'm assuming because they're all youngish guys or newish guys. I mean, which we're talking about bringing in veteran guys, I think, to supplement what's already on the roster. I mean, I feel like we've got a lot of young guys that we're going to test out or be able to see.
Outside of Taylor and McKinstry, there's not a whole lot of investment in these guys you haven't heard of. It's a lot of undrafted, low draft picks.
Okay, that's okay. Look,
hasn't done anything.
I would be. I have to be okay with that, because I have been saying this whole time, like, I want the Saints to, get a lot of draft picks and I've been saying this whole time, like, I want them to throw as much shit at the wall and see what sticks. And so, like, I think that's what this looks like. We're in it right now. Like, that's kind of what this looks like.
Yeah, but Dave, I worry that corner is like so bad that it could sink the whole operation. Kevin, it's kind of like
that's right.
Like you need what's
the operation? What's the operation?
Timestamp on
like
this.
It's a car. You got to have 4 tires there.
Check the timestamp on this.
Week 3 of the NFL season, and our corners are going to getting burned to shreds. And Dave is going to be losing his mind, and he's going to be like, "Who asked for this? Who wanted these clowns? They're awful. I can't take it. I can't tolerate this." And he's going to do a complete 180 from what he's saying right now. So make sure you capture this.
Well, no. You see, what he's going to do, though, Juge, is he's going to go back in time with his Marty McFly 2015 Hill Valley hat that he's got on right now.
Question: what's shinier, Dave's cap or his bald head?
Who'll go for
actually the hat.
20
Actually the
Buckaroo
hat.
super chat? Becoming the new MVP leader. We are $75 away. Let me update the meter.
He's gonna go back in time, be his own closet chum, and tell himself not to say any of these things
That's right.
His own.
that you're going to call him out on, so that way none of it happens in the first place.
And I'll never
It's
remember.
iridescent,
Yeah.
by the way. It's an iridescent hat, and this is the exact one that he wore in the movie. I bought this for a Marty McFly costume.
Well, it is Michael J. Fox's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday, Michael J. Fox!
How old is he?
65.
Oh.
Doc Holliday, one of my favorite movies. It's not a good movie. It's just one.
I remember hearing a really funny but totally inappropriate Michael J. Fox Parkinson joke that I wish I could remember.
No,
Jesus.
no,
Jesus.
no.
I can't remember it. I can't remember it.
No. Yeah.
I can't remember it.
Yep. You know what? This is me throwing myself on the wire. This is not happening.
Grab the wire.
This is not happening.
Here's my question to you, Dave. Don't tell me the Parkinson jokes, but I have a question for you. The Saints offensive line, Kellen Moore has said, listen, from left to right, it's Calvin Banks, Trevor Penning, Eric McCoy, Cesar Ruiz, Tali Fuaga. And I've counted 4 separate Trevor Penning is excited about guard. He told him, bro, I wanted to be a guard all along. What took you so long? Mike Triplett times Picayune, John Sigler, like all the Saints meeting. Like I think they had a meeting. They're like, we're writing Trevor Penning hype pieces. Let's do it. So here's my question, Dave. What's more likely to happen in the fall? Trevor Penning starts 12 or more games at guard, or you break 80 again in golf.
Oh, what? I shoot on you gotta make it way more harder than that. I shoot under 80 pretty regularly these days. You'd have to make it like if I break par, I shoot 72. What's more likely? I could actually
Interception!
Schmengi.
Someone else is seeing that hat too.
Schmengi, 20 Buckaroo donation via
Get a
Stream
look at that.
Elements. The
This is
reigning defending MVP wants
what do you
an
think, Dave?
MVP
Okay,
for 2 weeks in a
72.
row.
Yeah.
What's more
Chill
likely?
out,
You think
Ralph. Come on,
72
man. Let me
or-
finish.
All right.
Now
go.
you're done.
Jesus,
you're
man.
done. What's more likely, 72 or Trevor Penning? I'm gonna say it's more likely that I break 72, but I think it's close. Look, because I'm just gonna give Trevor Penning. I'm gonna take a page out of your book, Ralph, and I'm gonna be toxically positive or positively toxic.
What's happening?
And I'm gonna say maybe guard again, like you said, guard is the position he always wanted to play. He was meant to play. He was born to play, and that means maybe he stays healthier at that position too. And by the way, just this lineup, I mean it. And again, and like this tweet says too, they've got Will Clapp and Dylan Raduns or whatever as backups. This is a big improvement over the last 2 years. Obviously, assuming everybody can stay healthy. So I'm optimistic.
How can this line not be good, Kevin? It's 4 first-round picks.
It's
and a
great. It should be
second-round
good.
pick
It should
that
be
they
great.
traded up to get.
It should be great.
It should be freaking. It should be the best line in the league.
Here's how I feel about Penning. They went out and they drafted a tackle in the first round and they kicked him to guard. Like that kind of tells you everything you need to know, right? Like now Penning did start and he did play a whole season at right tackle. It wasn't an abomination. I think it was up and down, but he wasn't benched again. So that's something. But the Saints very clearly told you, like, yeah, this guy's never playing tackle for us ever again. Is basically what that adds up to. So, do I think he's going to figure it out at guard? I don't know. Like, we'll see. I think they want to start the 5 best guys, and I think right now he's one of the 5 best. But like, they went out and got Clapp. They went out and got Raduns. Like, they got guys that have started in the league. So
They got Clapp.
and Landon Young's there. Like, so there's guys on this roster that they could plug in at left guard if they feel like Penning can't do it. So they've hedged. So I feel like the Saints are telling you, not only is he never playing tackle again, but, you know, we're going to hedge with some other guys at guard too, just in case. So I think he'll end up being a starter. I don't think Dave's hitting 72 again. I think
Kevin,
What?
more,
Come on, man. Come
more
on.
annoying 60 seconds on the podcast in the fall. Dave telling us about him breaking 72 at the Metairie Country Club, or Trevor Penning getting a 4-year, $54 million contract
God.
from Mickey Loomis.
Careful what you wish for.
I would rather listen to Dave go on for 54 minutes
Wow.
than hear about Penning getting that kind of a contract off of one pretty good year as a guard.
I mean,
Not
that's
even a full
basically
year.
what happened with Cesar Ruiz. How do we feel about his contract?
It's terrible. I mean, like, Cesar Ruiz is okay, but you could get Cesar Ruiz for like a third of the money they pay him. that extension is coming, Dave. Probably like you'll break 72 at like right around Thanksgiving, and they'll give Penning the contract like December.
And then suddenly all of Dave's golf clubs spontaneously oxidize and rust, and Penning suddenly develops the gout.
Oh my God. I do not like this timeline.
Well, if only you had a hat that a time traveler wore that you could go back in time and fix that.
I know, but I don't have a DeLorean out in the dry.
What was it called? Biff's Pleasure Palace?
Yeah, something like that. I think that was
that
right.
The name of the
Yeah.
That was the name of the hotel in Back to the Future too.
Yeah.
Is Kevin Biff out of you four? I mean, free because Dave is
Kevin?
Smarty. No? So
No.
who's Biff? Andrew?
No.
It's Dave.
I mean, Dave's Marty because he has the hat. Come on, man.
Oh,
I get to be
Here's
Marty.
here's a fun question.
I think Ralph is George McFly.
Oh, definitely, 100%.
Do I get
Ralph
Leah?
and Dad.
Do I get Leah Thompson, or do I get who was the other one that they switched her out
Elizabeth
with?
Shue.
Yeah, I see. Because I'm an Elizabeth Shue guy.
Yeah.
for Elizabeth Shue. Big
Elizabeth
Elizabeth Shue
Shue.
fan.
You see,
Big fan of
you-
her body of work.
You screwed this up. The correct answer would have been the gal who played Jennifer in Back to the Future 1, who didn't return to the series, and so they hired Elizabeth Shue to replace her.
Oh, right. That's who I was talking about. Yeah. Who was that?
I don't remember. I think she
That up.
She
didn't really do anything ever again.
Anyway, yeah, I love Elizabeth.
Well, the one
Shue.
of-
Cocktail.
Here's
One of my
final
favorites.
question of this segment. If I said, because the Trevor Penning extension chat was fun. If I said to you, pick a Saints player, Penning, Olave, Shaheed, or I got to think of one more. Yeah, that's it. Penning, Olave, Shaheed. Who's the most likely to get a big money extension between now and 2026?
Penning.
I'll go with Shaheed.
Olave.
Jesus. We all gave different answers. Unbelievable.
I will tell you this right now. I would rather sign Penning to a long-term extension than Olave.
Wow, you're Jesus.
I said what I said, man.
You're
I would stand by that.
Olave, based on the stats he's had, is going to be so effing expensive. And like, I'm just not, there's no way I'm signing that guy to an extension.
you
No
wouldn't
way.
do like the contract that the Ravens just gave Bates for Shaheed, like 3 years, 36 million.
There's
you
no
would
way
not-
he's going to take that. Olave?
I mean, No, Shaheed.
How good do you think? Oh,
I just told you. I think
That's who he
Shaheed's
wants.
the one. That's who I told you is.
How
He
much did
originally
you-
said Shaheed,
yeah, I'm the one
but
that
he
said
said he would still sign Penning to a large contract before
Over
going
Olave.
to Olave.
right.
Yes, correct.
Well,
Pay attention, Ralph.
He's just burying Olave.
You think Olave is going to command that much money?
Yes, absolutely.
I don't
It's
know.
gonna,
Olave-
it's gonna be over $100 million.
if Olave
God.
gets 1,200 yards, Dave, the 4 years, $100 million,
Yeah, I
people
know.
would say that's a discount.
I guess you're right.
I mean, receivers are
insanity.
getting
He's
32,
25
33.
years old, and his first 2 years in the league, he went over 1,000 yards. Like he's gonna get paid massively.
So,
Now,
like,
if he has a bunch of concussion issues again this year, then that might tank his career. At that point, I would re-sign him if it was cheap.
yeah. Well, I just think you have so many teams like New England, the Titans, the Raiders, to a certain, like, teams that are desperate for wide receivers that I think possibly, like, if Olave had a great year, the Saints, and they didn't want to re-sign, they could get like a second or third round pick from next year. But the thing is, Mickey Loomis, like, if Olave has a good year, Mickey Loomis is 100% extending. Like, Mickey
But
Loomis
yeah,
doesn't
I mean,
let good
to be
players walk out
clear,
the
to
door.
be clear, like I think Penning sucks, but I also think Penning there's a likelihood that he is going to be somewhat reasonable in cost, and that he can be like Cesar Ruiz, a viable option at guard, right? So
Yeah.
that's the bucket I put him in. Obviously, I like Olave the player a lot better. I mean, obviously, like when he's healthy, Olave is awesome, and we can nitpick that he doesn't have great play strength. We can nitpick that he gets ragdolled and he doesn't, so there's things we can compare. He goes down too easy, whatever. But like, he's an amazing route runner. He has good hands. Like, he's a tremendous receiver. I just to me, this is more of a comment on like NFL finances, and it's more of like this is what receivers cost. There's a durability issue. There's like, I'm not that amount of cap resources on a receiver that I can't trust to stay healthy.
Does the fact the Saints have $140 million of cap space in 2027, does it change your mind just a little bit?
I mean, no, because not me personally, but the Saints just got burned on the Michael Thomas deal big time. And he's a guy physically that going into that deal, you're like, he's going to last physically. So like, if Thomas can't hold up on the other side of that contract, I know for a fact Olave is not going to.
Yeah.
He can't even hold up on a rookie deal.
Aldi Marino asked, Kevin, Trevor Penning or Andres Pete, is that a push?
No, Andres Pete's better.
Jesus Christ.
That's close. That's a.
Andrews beat?
How can you guys?
Andres-
how can you guys say with a straight face that Penning is better than Andres Pete?
If I told you, you could. If I told you,
I would guess I would take Pete slightly.
if I told you Penning could be Andres Pete quality, but the Saints have to pay him Andres Pete wages, would you accept
No.
that bargain?
Nope.
Do I also get the
Yes, and
Andres Pete injury bug?
No, you get good health.
Oh, I get good health.
But you're gonna get like 3 plays where he's gonna get the quarterback possibly murdered.
first of all, Andrews Pete played like 6 years ago, so I would take that because the salaries 6 years ago were a lot less than they are now. So yeah, I would take that.
Thomas, give us a donation update. Is Only Hands? Is it in peril?
It
Yeah,
is.
it is in Peril.
We are not even halfway
Take
there.
out
We
your
are
freaking wallets, people.
We are $55 away. Who Dat Gopher is still in the lead, tied with Schmengi at 20 buckaroos. Also thanks to Aldi Marino for $5 donation via Stream Elements. Exclamation mark donate in the chat.
Just to get the people, Kevin, I'm gonna get the people either excited or horrified. I was talking to my wife last night about only hands, and I was like, we're less than like 10 weeks away. Like, it's probably gonna happen. You should start looking up photos that you want to take of my hand. And
You
she
jinxed
started
it.
and she started looking up pictures of a hand in food, and she did a hand dipping a waffle into Nutella, strawberries in honey.
Does anything get on the finger?
This is great.
Like, do you dip too far?
That's what she said.
Yeah, that's the like, she was laughing because she was just thinking of the absolute chaos of me taking my bad hand and, like, look at this, trying to dip like a waffle into the Nutella or strawberry, like into the, because the thing is, the strawberry like dipped in it wasn't like a giant bowl. It was like a little bitty like petri dish in the like, so that's just, it's gonna get really horrible.
By the way, Ralph, is that a bird cage behind you?
Yeah, that was my wife bought those, and she made the decorations for our wedding for the reception. She made those and spray painted them, and she kept them, so we have them around. And
But what is that? Is that a bird cage?
No, it's like a holder for like flowers or candles.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. She made them though.
Nice.
Right. My wife, very, very, very handsy.
Handsy.
So so we're the only hands is in peril. Final thing. Hey, Sally, I need assistance. Final thing before we get to the mailbag. What is one thing that, and you can't say quarterback, what is one thing the next 3 days, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? By the way, practice one of the days open to the public. You should go. If you go and you're a patron, video, send us all the stuff. We'll post it next show. What is one thing, and you can't say quarterback, what is one thing that would get you ridiculously excited for the 2025 season? Dave, I'll start with you because you're Mr. Negative Nancy. You can't pick Shuck being good.
Okay. All right. I got this. You ready?
Yeah.
Quarterback. I'm just kidding. What is getting me excited?
Yeah, is the question getting Dave excited or the fan base?
David, Dave excited. Is an eagle on a par 3 and having to play through Mickey Loomis and Joe Dumars.
Okay, an eagle. All right, there's lots of things wrong.
Par 5. Sorry,
I'm saying an eagle on par 3 is a hole in one, which really would excite me. And as far as I know, Joe Dumars has not yet joined the club. And by the way, we did have our member, and I came in me and my partner came in 17th place or whatever, tied for 17th. Honestly, I'll be a prisoner of the moment and say that list that we just put up with our offensive line, that gets me excited. I didn't realize, we've put in a lot of work into this slowly over time, over the last 2 drafts, and I think it's finally starting to pay off. And since I can't say quarterback, I'll say offensive line, because going back to what we were saying, if those guys stay healthy, or if at least, we don't get too decimated and they play well as we expect, that's going to give whoever is going to be playing quarterback, that's going to give them their best chance to succeed and give us our best chance to evaluate these guys throughout the season. So I was surprised to see that list, and that kind of got me excited. So that's top of my brain. I'll say the offensive line.
I will go next, and I will say, if Juwan Johnson tears it up in the red zone in the next 3 days, I'll be excited because that'll give Shuck a security blanket and
Interception!
Wait,
Sorry, I just wanted to interrupted this terrible take.
Damn, it's been a while! Oppenheimer! 40 buckaroo! Super chat! We are $5 away only! Damn!
wow. Because I
Wait,
want to see
40?
Saint 5.
He donated
away.
40, we are $5 away.
okay. All right, I guess I'm
Thank
waiting
you.
for the. Oh, there it is. Okay, so yes, $5 away. All right, well, thank you
thank
for
you.
that, Oppenheimer.
Yeah, when it's a super chat, I have to update it manually, Kevin. That's why it's delayed. If you donate via Stream Elements, it's automatic.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
do it. I want Saints Twitter to be mad because they hate the Juwan Johnson contract. They think he's no good. But if Juwan Johnson looks good these next 3 days, I'm willing to not have him on my fantasy team and put the Marlboro stink on him and watch him go for 780 yards and 8 touchdowns for the 2025. I believe in you, Juwan.
Eight touchdowns.
Eight.
Wait, hang on a second. Hang on. I don't he's never had 8 touchdowns in his career, Ralph.
Making it rain.
He had 1 year. Oh, there we go.
Oppenheimer! 5 buckaroo! Super chat.
What do you know? Ralph says something idiotic and gets us over the hump. We're now down to Archie Manning.
Taking us over the edge. We've
All
done
right,
his
I'm gonna
message.
say-
Ralph just like Twitter to be mad.
I do.
So Juwan
Oppenheimer,
Johnson.
tell us which drink do you want Ralph to take?
Yeah.
What are the
Howler.
choices again?
I got Howler Head, Kentucky Straight Bourbon, or 99 proof peanut butter whiskey.
I think it's got to be the latter.
Yeah.
Both.
That sounds
gross.
horrendous.
Juwan Johnson.
I'm not a big fish guy.
Juwan Johnson caught 7 touchdown passes in 2022. That was his career high in touchdown catches. He's only gone over 500 yards receiving twice in his career. 2022, he went for 508, and last season he went for 548 off of 50 catches. And you're projecting him to get 700 yards, 8 touchdowns. Like, good Lord, man.
Yeah, but has he ever run for a touchdown pass?
I see nothing. I see nothing in terms of rushing. I see nothing in terms of passing either.
Ugh. You ever really want a peanut butter sandwich and you open up the peanut butter and you realize that it's old and like the oils come to the top and it smells like peanut butter, but it's got like a mix of like, it smells like peanut butter and your grandma's house. That's
never Jif though. That they've got all sorts of petroleum
Chemical.
jelly or whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
That never happened.
All kinds of chemicals in there.
That's the fancy peanut butter that's
That's your Anna's butter or whatever it's called.
yeah.
Puke meter is on,
nice.
by the way.
Okay. Here we go.
All right, let's go. Hurry
Here
up.
we go. Oppenheimer says that peanut drink sounds like it was made from a Tulane alum.
Wow.
Come on, drink up, man.
Yeah.
Jesus. This guy's a pro.
Take them both.
Oh, jeez.
Nice timing. Who that? Go for 80 buckaroo super chat. Next drink is ready, Ralph or not?
No.
it's ready. What do you
Next
mean, no?
drink. And give me a number on this one. Give me a number on the
That's
peanut butter.
That's an 8. Oh my God.
Okay, that is an 8. That feels like a legit 8.
Yeah, he's
All right, so-
wincing.
yeah, I didn't hear the horn. Do I have to do this one too?
Yes,
Yeah.
we saw the donation.
Another $80.
All right, here we go.
Then fooled him.
Oh boy,
I don't think he's following.
Ooh.
Wait.
Not yet. He hasn't.
Ralph
He's
is
working on
really
it.
struggling tonight.
Ralph's got to show his face on these so we can really see it.
Oh, shit. Oh my God!
I think
Jesus.
his eyes just went into the back.
He looked like it looked like he was being possessed by demons.
Yeah, it's like poltergeist.
That
His
was-
eyes rolled back in his head.
that's
Ralph, are you
funny.
with us? Are you with us, Ralph? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Can we please get a screenshot? How quickly can you get a screenshot of that?
That's
Thomas,
that's what Sally sees when she looks down.
Oh my God! Oh Jesus! Oh Jesus!
She makes eye
If you
contact.
come, you best
Oh my God.
come hard.
This
Oh my God.
podcast
Kevin had to leave.
filled
Kevin
with
had to,
journalistic
Kevin had to
integrity.
excuse himself. Can we
Give me
please
a-
get a screenshot?
What's the score? What's the score?
Can we get a screenshot, please?
That's a 9, kids. Wow.
Whoa,
That
the second
Howard
one was
got
worse.
me.
All right.
Yeah.
I
mean,
seemed
look
like
at me.
from your face that the first one was worse.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe
Are you
it's the
kidding me?
combo
Did you
of
not
both
see
of
his
them.
face after he lifted his head up after that second shot? I don't think he was like really with us. He was like blacked out for like
I was
Yeah,
like,
10 seconds.
I
there.
was like in another dimension.
You were. Please get that pulled up. Please.
It's been, you know, who'd I go for? What I should have done is I should have done the peanut butter and then the banana 99 back to back. Maybe I'll do that next
Mm.
week. The struggle, struggle is real. Thomas, take it to the top, so we can get to the.
No, Thomas, don't do that. Get the screenshot of his face. We don't have time.
No,
for
I
take it to
cannot
the
right
top.
now. Come on, man. Chill out, man. Chill out.
He was on Dave. That I'll translate that for you. I'm on vacation 15 minutes ago. I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah,
He's just coasting.
yeah.
on.
You're still on the clock, all right, bud?
He's coasting on the way home. Thomas, take it to the top.
All right. And before we start, a quick question from your boy Alan. He asked, since Kevin is not wearing a maroon shirt, what are the odds he is wearing maroon drawers or socks?
White socks.
White socks. What else?
What about your underwear, Kevin?
Let's see the underwear. Let's see the underwear.
Are you sitting in your boots, Kevin? I mean shoes?
Nope, gray underwear. Thank you for sharing.
Wow.
No maroon.
Just-
That's a disappointment.
Yeah, I know. I'm
I
kind of
feel like
surprised
this
myself.
is. I feel like this is. I should pinch you like you're not wearing green on, Irish Day.
St. Patrick's Day. On Irish Day.
Irish
I
Day.
had like a mental block there. I couldn't think of St. Patty's. I don't know what happened there.
Whew. All right.
Maybe I took the peanut butter shot.
Whew. You know what it was?
I'm going through the show, the live show right now to get
You
this
were-
screenshot of you to send to Thomas.
You know what?
Okay, good. You work on that, Dave. You work on that.
Dave. You know what it was? You know what it was, Kevin? I took my son to the pool after work, and I spent too much time in the sun before the show.
Drinking?
Well, I get the pool. I can't drink a lot. I put it in a thermos, so they don't know what it is.
What do you put in a thermos exactly?
hard
booze.
night, Ponchatoula strawberry.
I mean today it was Gatorade, strawberry kiwi, and hardhide. But
Mm.
I can't like power drink at the pool. It is I
Right,
can
'cause in
walk
case
home.
you got to go in and get them.
Yeah. So, but
Wait a
I
minute. Wait, hang on a second. I have to ask a serious question, although it is funny. It is a serious question. You can get him, right?
wait, what?
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 You're
What does that
asking
mean? What do you mean?
can Ralph swim?
I'm asking if Max was having trouble in the pool,
In the pool?
you bad hand and all
Oh,
can
right.
go get him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Because the pool's only 4 feet deep. Like I can go
Okay.
in with my good hand and lift up
And just
50
scoop.
pounds.
Okay, gotcha.
Scoop up
Max
50
is
pounds.
taller than 4 feet, isn't he?
I think there's a higher chance Max can get Ralph than the
Yeah.
other way
I
around.
mean, Max is like 52 inches tall. So whatever that math is, I don't know.
So that's 4 feet 4 inches.
I don't know, Kevin. I feel like Ralph could drown in a 4-foot pool.
Oh, I assure you, I could. I assure you.
Jesus Christ, man.
Okay, sorry to interrupt.
Yeah. So, I'm really, these shots have hit me really hard. I could do story time about me having a jacuzzi accident, but the details are kind of hazy now. We'll save that for another day. What's first up in the
I don't
mailbag?
think Sally likes that story.
No, it was pre-Selly. It's
Sally,
nice.
I need help.
Wait.
Now we have to hear it.
Wait.
No.
Jesus.
Your drunk ass brought it up.
So I was in a hot tub
Oh, boy,
with
here we go.
with a lady,
Ooh,
With a
lady.
and I got my foot like stuck in the drain or whatever.
No way.
So like I got my foot stuck in the drain, and I was like, my foot's stuck in the drain, so I'll just like
Foot?
try to like this.
You sure it was what foot?
It was my foot. I promise you.
He wishes it could be something else.
And like I was like, I gotta get my foot dislodged, and I couldn't
Sally,
get it.
I need assistance.
I couldn't get it dislodged, and she couldn't get it dislodged either. She couldn't help
Oh.
me get it out. So she got mad at me and left
What?
With your
And
foot
I just-
still stuck.
with my foot still stuck.
Wait, where is this?
This is at the Palm. What is it? The Palms Hotel is it the Palms Hotel in Vegas?
Yeah, where the real world stayed.
Yeah.
Okay, let me just get this straight. You were in a hot tub in Las Vegas in the
Yes.
Palms,
And my foot got
and
stuck.
your foot got stuck in the drain,
Yeah.
and the girl left you
And she
there.
left. And like I'm like, the thing is like I couldn't go and get her because I was stuck, right? So like
Now, when you
That's
say
what you're
your
concerned
foot is
about?
stuck, are you? Is it like your heel is caught? Is it like above the ankle bone? Is it like one of your toes is caught?
it's like all my toes are like in there.
Wait a minute.
All my toes are in there.
Wait a minute.
What?
You were
Fucking around?
happening.
you were still concerned about chasing her and not just getting your foot
It
out of the
wasn't
hot
like
tub.
I was gonna drown, but
No, but
I
you might have
mean,
been spending the entire night there until the fire department could come and get you out.
Yeah.
So what
No,
happened? It just came loose eventually.
No, what happened was
Oh,
I
no.
finally was
Jesus.
able to like twist off the drain and pop it out. So I got my whole foot out with the plastic part of the drain too. And then once I got that out, I kind of like went like left, right, and like popped it off. But like I ripped a bunch of the skin off doing that.
Oh my,
Oh my
god.
god.
Jesus, Ralph.
So you defaced hotel property and injured yourself.
Yeah, and by the way, when she broke up with me, she mentioned that.
Wait a minute. Wait. You didn't say this was a woman you were dating at the time.
Yeah, I was gonna say, did I miss that? I thought this is a rando. This is your girlfriend?
No, this is a woman I was dating at the time.
Wait, so
Oh my
how
God.
long after said incident did she break up
Yes,
with you?
great
It
question.
wasn't like
Good
that night or the next morning, right?
No, it was like
Well, they were in
like,
Vegas. She had to go home. They
No,
had
it
to
was
go
like
home.
it was
Right.
like 7 months later. 8 months later.
But she
she-
held that bullet in the chamber, and
Right,
7
yes,
months later, she was
yes.
like, "I'm breaking up with you. You suck." And by the way, one of the most impactful reasons why was 7 months ago your foot got stuck in the drain.
That's right. That's right.
I never got over that. I can't believe she waited that long.
7 months?
Yeah.
I mean, good lord. I mean,
Ish.
there you go.
Oh my god.
There you go.
There's the pick stitch I put together of the faces Ralph made.
That's the
as he-
YouTube still right there.
For those of you listening that don't watch the video, Dave has captured the picture of Ralph's eyes rolling into the back of his head after that second shot, and it is disturbing to say the least. I mean, this is something that would be in a horror film.
It's honestly better. It's honestly better than Uber driver sucked me off face.
What was the total time that you were stuck in that hot tub drain?
I mean, it was at least like 30 minutes.
No way.
Oh,
Yeah, I mean, like,
okay.
Wait a minute. You're at the Palms Casino in Las Vegas. The Palms is a well-known, heavily trafficked, heavily populated hotel
I'm not asking for
resort.
help though.
That's what I was. I'm not asking.
You're telling me
I'm with Ralph. I'm not asking for help.
I would have amputated my good leg.
Yep, not
to
asking
get
for
out
help.
of that hot tub.
Yep.
Like there was no
Yep.
way.
Yeah.
No
Yep.
way.
Nobody's known about that except me and the girl that just left the
That's
hot
right.
tub because I couldn't get.
Wait, so
that.
were people
Hey,
just
let's be
walking
honest.
by you?
Hey, it's a good thing it was his foot and not the bad hand, because the bad hand might have never gotten out.
No, wait a minute. Let's back up again now because I thought this is a random girl, so she just left you. But now you're telling me that your girlfriend who's there with you, who's supposed to support you, she's the one that left you there.
That's right.
Why? Where did she go?
Back to the room.
Why? Why did she leave? Like, was there a fight? Did you guys get into an
No,
argument?
she's.
I'm trying to figure out why she would not help you. Why she knew that you were caught and stuck in that goddamn hot tub.
I was caught and stuck in the hot tub.
And she chose willingly to just leave your ass there and not help
She
you.
chose the shower head, Dave. She chose the shower head.
She just said, what did she say? She didn't say
They're gonna fuck each other next.
She didn't say a real man wouldn't get stuck in the hot tub, but she said like something else similar. And I was like, I mean, oh yeah, I know what it was. Strong men do not get stuck in a hot tub. That's what it was. So like, I wasn't mad that like she was like saying that I wasn't a strong man, because clearly I'm not. But I was like, man, like we've been dating for like 2 years, like
you have cerebral palsy.
Like what you know.
Yeah,
like,
you know
like,
what you
just
signed up for.
Yeah, you know, like exactly, Andrew,
hell is
exactly.
Wait, did other people come in? I'm asked. This is a good follow-up question. I probably would have gotten to it, but Aldi Marino, I think, did other people come in the hot tub afterward while you were still stuck?
Yeah, they did, and a nice man helped me get the thing loose,
Okay.
so I could get my.
Oh,
foot
so
out.
you didn't do this on your own. You have
No. I couldn't.
Why?
It was.
My God, we have to really cross-examine you to get all the goddamn details.
I know.
It's like this is
Ralph,
ridiculous.
for the record,
All right,
as
guys.
much-
I have an important question to Ralph. Ralph, let's check it out.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
That's the plot twist,
Ralph,
guys.
for as
That's
much
the plot
believe it.
twist.
as we give you, I don't think any of the three of us would have ever left you in that situation.
No. What? No.
I mean,
Never.
well, no, because you have to
There
video
the
it.
bitter end.
Would Sally have left you, man?
Exactly. I would have videoed it. Yeah. Trust me. Yes.
Would Sally have left you, Ralph?
No, but she would have like been really, really mad. But she wouldn't have left me.
She's always mad,
Has Sally
man.
ever heard this story before?
I don't.
Did you not hear her say "scream no" when he started to begin telling the story? I don't think she's a very big fan of that story.
Your boy Alan has a really good question. What was the hot tub's grip strength?
Too strong. I'll tell you what it was. Whatever it was too strong.
Wow, that's solid.
Stronger than Ralph's, anyway. Like all your toes, all 5 of them?
All 5 of them, Dave. And like ripped the skin on the ends, like by the big toe and the pinky, just like ripped it off, just like peeling it off like a Band-Aid.
Hmm.
You talk about horrible. Horrible.
Here's
How old
another
were you?
question. Here's another question. Were you scarred or did you get back in same hot tub before the trip ended?
Yeah. Have you ever been in another hot tub?
I didn't get back in the hot tub.
Have you been in any hot tub since?
I have. I don't have hot tub phobia.
Got it.
But I do keep my feet away from the center of the hot tub. I do like tilt them to
Smart.
the right or to the
Smart
left.
man. Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have aqua jettius phobia.
Is that a real thing?
I just made it up.
This is why people listen to this podcast in June. You never know where it's going to go. We were supposed to do a mailbag, Thomas.
That was great.
Thomas, do you have
I do.
a mailbag question for us?
Yeah. First question.
I've got a mailbag question. Ralph, what the fuck is wrong with you?
We need a whole other podcast for that.
That's right.
Diagnosis with Ralph.
All right, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead.
All right. First question from Ali Marino. He asks. Sorry, from Don Checo. My bad. He asks, we all wanted Mostert back, but setting him aside, if Mickey was given one wish on a player to bring back that he drafted or UDFA, who would it be? T-Rex, Marcus Williams, Zach Bond, Shai Tuttle, or Caden Ellis? And the kicker is Price Matters.
I would say give me back Zach Bond.
Yeah, I was going to say that
Busty
too.
Bond?
Yeah. Busty.
Yeah, he's not going to be as much as T-Rex. Obviously, that I think I would go with T-Rex if I could, but since price matters, we think we got to go with something that's a little more economical.
I feel like Hendrickson's and I'm starting to wonder if this is part of the reason they let him walk. Hendrickson seems like a pain in the ass.
Really?
I would go with Caden Ellis because you would hurt the Falcons. Because their pass rush sucks with him. Imagine their pass rush without him. So I would go Caden. I'd bring Caden Ellis back.
I can't believe you would pick Caden Ellis over Zach Bond. That's so dumb.
I would play the
Zach
Tuttle.
Bond was like Defensive Player of the Year votes.
I mean, the previous 15 minutes of this podcast, Andrew, proved that I'm not the most intelligent man that ever walked the earth.
Fair.
What's next, Thomas?
Oh man,
Jesus Christ! You can't make this shit up, man. The story
you
that Rob
can't.
has. Like
You
fucking
really-
It's
man.
amazing. It's amazing that we still have. Sometimes I think Ralph makes the shit up. He chat GPTs this or whatever. Because it's amazing we've been doing this for 15, 16 fucking years.
Yeah.
And there's still stories that we've never heard. Like, how has that story never once come up in all the years we've done this?
How do you know
May-
it hasn't like 3 times and we've forgotten each time?
No, we would remember.
Maybe
that.
Ralph thinks his dreams are real, man.
Yeah.
What is that called? Lucid dreams?
I don't know. Lucid dreaming.
What's next, Thomas?
Yeah, that's a Juice WRLD song.
All right, next question from Saints Rabbit. He asks, how many bad business ventures away is Drew Brees from joining the Saints coaching staff?
Question. It's a great question.
Has he done something recently that I'm not aware of?
I mean, what's his
probably.
amusement park? What's his
I don't know. I feel like if he survived this long, he's fine. I haven't heard of anything that he's done. I think the Jimmy Johns, they seem to be holding up okay. He won that court case with the Blue Diamonds. He's Untuckit's okay, I guess.
Somehow, in Stonefield in Charlottesville, which is like a shopping area,
There's an Untuckit.
there is still an Untuckit.
There's an Untuckit on Magazine Street, I think.
Wow. I don't know
Kevin.
how that place is still in business. I have never seen someone out in the wild wearing an Untuckit shirt.
Kevin will agree with me.
How would you know that it's an Untuckit shirt?
Drew Brees is one horrible Bitcoin decision away from being the Saints
Bitcoin. Well,
quarterback
look,
coach.
man, Bitcoin
What if he-
shouldn't even
What if
be
he
allowed.
bought
to count.
Bitcoin 10 years ago?
So let's see. So he's been in fast food. He got snookered by the
Small sliders is good too, and walk-ons
All right,
seems to be doing okay.
the film tax credits thing.
The diamonds.
The diamonds. What wasn't there like a motorcycle thing?
Well,
Yeah,
it was just a
the-
commercial.
Advocare. There's Advocare.
Oh,
Advocare.
Advocare. Yeah.
God, there's got to be something.
Should I
It's
open
gotta
the
be
bracket?
Herbalife, cryptocurrency. He's the Saints quarterback coach, 2029. Timestamp.
Cryptocurrency. Okay, cryptocurrency.
Just say, combine cryptocurrency and network marketing. You know,
You don't
Surge
think Drew Brees
Entertainment
would-
Center.
You don't think Drew Brees, if he decided to get into coaching, would be insanely good as an offensive coordinator overnight?
I
Immediately.
think Drew Brees would be. I think he'd be incredibly good because he's detail oriented, and his outlook of like always being positive would be, I think, good for coaching. The thing is with Drew Brees, I don't think
his
he's gonna-
film studying would be maniacal.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm curious to see, like, when his kids get grown, like, what do you want to do it? What do you want to, like, grind 70 hours a week?
Yeah.
But by
Yeah, okay. I'm trying to think how to describe it. So he is going to buy in early on whatever the next thing is beyond Blu-ray, but he's going to pick the wrong thing. So when I used to work at Major Video, back when, people used to go to a store to rent movies, physical media, Major Video, the only reason we were able to hang and compete with Blockbuster is because we had a room behind a curtain.
Porn.
Yeah. So in that room behind the curtain, we started getting movies that were offered in blue, like we had DVDs, but then we started getting the next wave that were offered in Blu-ray and this other thing called HD DVD. Now, the porn industry went into HD DVD. My thought process at the time, when I was like some, fresh out of college punk kid, was, the porn people must know something because they got in on VHS early on. And they got in on DVD early on. So they must know what the score is. So I thought HD DVD was going to be the superior thing to Blu-ray, and it turns out, no, it was Blu-ray. HD DVD is extinct. I don't even know if people know what that is anymore.
I don't even know what that is.
So I can see Drew Brees.
People barely know what Blu-ray is.
I can see Drew Brees getting caught up in whatever he thinks the next physical media thing is and completely whiffing on it.
Like Google Glasses or something.
Just whatever media consumption kind of thing is. Like he'll invest heavily in whatever the next Tubi is or something like that, and he will just lose his ass.
Well, I think Drew also is insanely competitive. We know that about him. And he is scratching that itch currently by playing pickleball and by coaching his kids' flag football team. So, those boys are going to age out of flag football here pretty soon. And unless he wants to go coach their high school team, I think the pickleball thing, he's only going to go so far with it. So I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, I don't know if it's 5 years. I mean, Drew strikes me kind of like Peyton Manning in that he's like, look, his wife, Brittany, you paid your dues. You were running the household. You were dealing with all the kids stuff. I'm retired.
You received my shipments of illegal substances.
That's right. Now, I'm here, I'm retired, and I'm gonna be the one pulling my weight. And so I think he's gonna be like that for a long time while continuing to kind of delve into things that kind of let him compete. But so I think it's still gonna be a while. So it might be 5 years, it might be 10 years, but yeah, I think he reaches a point where he's like, man, going back and coaching, being around the locker room, and and being in that environment, competing for a win, I think eventually he could be enticed.
You know, Drew, if you're listening to this podcast, I think what you should invest in a seriously underserved and underappreciated market, hot tub safety. Think about it. Thomas, what's next?
Damn, that was a long one. All right, next question from Aldi Marino, this time for real. He asks, damn, that's a long one. If sitcoms and cartoons like The Honeymooners, The Cosby Show, Modern Family, and The Flintstones are to be trusted, schlubby men are catnip for really attractive women. So, which sitcom or cartoon wife is the sexiest? And does this mean Kevin is set from a gorgeous wife?
Okay.
Best looking sitcom wife of all time.
Well, I like that Kevin just took a stray bullet there.
That's right.
by being called the backhanded compliment there by being called schlubby. Yeah.
Let's see. The first hot sitcom, or the first good-looking sitcom wife that jumps out to me is Leah Remini.
Oh, really?
From King of Queens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I don't know if anybody has any.
Oh, I'll take. Sofia Vergara from The Modern Family.
Oh yeah. The George Lopez Show.
Who's his wife?
His wife's.
You got to think for Mexicans, don't you? You really do. You son of a bitch.
I have a
You
type.
can't stay away from them.
Ralph, I have a type.
I have a type.
Hang on. Now you got me looking. The George Lopez
right.
Show.
The one that won't help you in a hot tub, that's the type.
That's the type.
Wait, Constance Marie?
Yeah, that's right.
Who was that?
Angie Lopez?
That's right. I'm just saying. Not
Okay, I see it. I see it.
Not when she's
I
in
see
the.
it.
Not when she's in the movie about the. I'm drawing a blank. Not in the Selena movie. The Selena movie, she's terrible. But in the George Lopez show, like 9 out of. Yes, yeah.
Wait, doesn't she play? Does she play the crazy fan in the Selena movie?
No, she plays the mom. They just.
Oh, okay.
They just bury.
I always liked. I always
her
liked that.
assets.
I always liked that naughty stepmom that gets stuck in the dryer in that one video.
Oh
no.
Elizabeth Montgomery from Bewitched. That's.
Oh yeah, she was cute.
Stuck in a dryer? You sure it was a sitcom, not a one?
Well, I mean, Dave does laugh a lot.
I'm easily amused.
Does Topanga count?
Dude, you want to weigh in on this one?
I'm gonna leave this one alone, Kevin.
Oh, Topanga
Right,
can
right.
count because now she's in the new one, Girl Meets World or whatever, where she is now married to Corey. So.
Oh, Topanga.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she count. Yeah, she would count.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right,
She would
Thomas.
count.
What's next?
Actually, Tiffany
that's it,
Amber
man.
Thiessen is a mom.
Oh yeah.
Is a mom in the show that my daughter is currently watching, Alexa and Katie, or Alex and Katie, or whatever. So she's on the list. She's on the list.
Yeah. Well, there. You know what? Well, you know what? Her and Leah Remini. You get a 6 degrees of Kevin Bacon there
Mhm.
because they were both on the Saved by the Bell summer episodes
Yep, that's correct.
at the Beach Club.
Right. Yeah,
There
well,
you
Leah
go.
Remini's dad was the boss.
Right. And he played Pumbaa in The Lion King.
Who did?
Nathan Lane.
No. Nathan Lane played the meerkat. Pumbaa was the warthog, and that was the dad who ran the beach club on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah, the round guy.
Yeah, the thick guy, Mr.
Very
Carosi.
Mr. Carosi. That's right. Great. Oh, amazing.
Wow. Aldi Marina says Betty Rubble. Is it kind of cartoon? Betty Rubble was. I mean.
Yeah, hot cartoon. I don't know. I can't think of like good-looking cartoon sitcom.
We will allow it.
Best I got is April O'Neil.
What's next, Thomas? Oh my God.
Fucking Marge Simpson, man. That's it, man.
That's it.
Was that a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles reference? April?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
That's what I thought.
For more disgusting people.
And the
That is
one
a
from
Gordon Shumway
Scooby,
reference.
the one from Scooby Doo, maybe. I don't know the names.
Velma?
Yeah, they weren't married though.
The
Thomas,
blonde one.
Recap the donations, which were amazing.
All right, so as you can see, we are on a 96 now week donation streak, and we only have 8 weeks to go, so less than 2 months away.
2 months.
Thanks to everyone who donated during this show. Any amount is appreciated. Thanks to
That's right. thank you.
Aldi Marino. Thanks to Schmengi. To Oppenheimer. And to the MVP. With also $100 in the third week in a row. Who is... the one and only Hudot Golfer! Congratulations! Then 4 different MVPs this offseason.
You know what? Who that golfer? You hit
Love
a
to see
71.
it.
You hit.
Damn it! You stole my line.
As far as I'm concerned, you golfed a 71 today.
I want to. Thomas. You need to ban Clark on Discord. He just DM'd me this hot tub breakup machine. Ban him from Discord.
The breakup machine.
Ban Clark. Search his name. Ban him from Discord.
All right. Consider it done, man.
Breakup machine.
Over the line. Clark, that's really mean. So anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. If you enjoyed this show and we made you laugh, if you didn't laugh during this show, I don't know what to tell you. You should support the show by going to patreon.com/Saints Happy Hour. Give us a shot. Every little bit helps make the show a little bit better. Don't forget to follow us on socials wherever you get your podcast. Thanks to Dave. Thanks to Andrew. Thanks to Kevin and Thomas, the best producer on earth, running the show back in Poland, but going on a well-deserved vacation. Until next time, the bar is closed.